Hello everyone, and I know why you're here, because of the title. Yes, I went to the Bristol Comic Expo, and, well, before I went there, by the way, the Comic Expo was a bit of a bust. I mean, I got to meet some very friendly artists, and they were really cool people, but yet there weren't much, like, cosplayers or anything like that, so, yeah. So, it was a bit of a bust, in my personal opinion. I've been to Comic Cons before, and they've been great, but this one was a total bust. But anyway, this is taken about a day before I went to the Comic Expo, alright? So, it starts out with, like, me and my mum and dad going to Bristol in a Travelodge hotel, and tell the truth, we've been to a Travelodge hotel. The last one we went to, which is this one to Bristol, was absolutely dreadful. Like, they've been getting worse over the years, and I don't know why people still pay. And since it was still summer at the time, it was damn hot, and me and my parents had to, like, stay in two different rooms. I just stayed next door to them, and, well, I was just minding my own business and trying to cool off, because again, the heat, and I was playing on my PS Vita, until I could hear my dad laughing, and I went to go check it out, but then my dad came to the door, and he said, "Hey, come have a look at this." So I followed my dad into the next room where he and my mum were staying, and the funny thing was that across the road was this open, these very long, huge windows, and inside you could see a lady who was sitting on a couch minding her own business. I think she was reading a book or watching TV. I know she had like a wine glass she was holding in her other hand. I don't know what she was fully doing, but then my dad told me to look carefully, and then we saw like this assless chaps of a dude, and oh my god, we started laughing our asses off. Like, you could fully see it. And it turns out this guy that she was with, well, I didn't get a good look at both of them. Like, the girl and the guy were completely young. Now, keep in mind this. The girl is actually fully dressed. Like, she wore a dark bluish top, black trousers, and all that. But the guy was, like, completely naked. And he had, like, black hair. I think the girl had, like, brown hair, like, very dark brown hair. I'm not too sure. This was a bit of a distance. But then we were just laughing our heads off until suddenly we saw another naked dude come into the room, and we started laughing even more. But I noticed that this other naked dude was, like, really old. I mean, not like really old, like the body and that. I mean, he looked young and fit, but the hair he had looked a bit like he was balding or something, so I didn't know if he was old enough. I started to get a little bit curious, like, wait a second, why are those two guys naked, even though that she's fully clothed, and she doesn't even mind? Like, what the hell's going on? Like, usually nudists are, like, always naked, and they hate wearing clothes, but if the two guys are nudists, then why isn't the lady? Like, I personally don't get it. We just kept watching and laughing, and we're surprised that nobody on the ground saw these naked people. Like, it was my mum and dad who spotted them, and it was so hilarious. And to one point, the lady who in the seat turned and saw us, and we were like, oh shit, but she just looked at us for a good while, actually, and then she just turned back to the TV. Like, wait, what? Why didn't she call the cops or anything? Like, why? What? I didn't understand. And later on at night, in my bedroom, I was trying to get to sleep, but problem was, again, the heat, and the covers were no help, and the bed was so uncomfortable that I decided to look out the window, and I could hear all these noises. Yeah, some of the noises outside were like annoying. Like you get like drunk idiots just yelling and screaming about shit and that, or you get sirens, whether they be ambulance sirens or police sirens. I don't really know. It wasn't until like the next day that there were like three fire engines, and that was in the morning, for God's sake, so something must have burned down really bad. But anyway, in the middle of the night, still in the middle of the night, what happened was that I heard that a paramedic came to the building, and, well, they had to carry someone off, but I didn't pay too much attention to it. And when I looked outside the window, those two guys were still naked. Like, you could see, like, the shadow color of them, like, the silhouette. But, to tell the truth, the lady was still sat in the same seat. I still couldn't believe it. Like, what are they doing? Like, are they filming a pornography, or are they gonna try and sex with each other? Like, also, I really hope it wasn't, because I said the one guy looked way older than the other two, and I would have been a little bit concerned. It's not like these guys were like 15 and under where it's illegal. Like, the lady, what I could get from the look of her, she looked like she was in her 20s. The one guy, the first naked dude, it was in his 20s, but the other guy looked like he was like in his like 50s or something. So I don't know if they were like actually related or something. And eventually I just couldn't take it anymore, so I shut the blinds and then I went to sleep. Next morning I woke up and I looked out the window to see, are they still naked? But no, they closed the blinds, and I thought, thank God. So yeah, after that we had breakfast. Tell the truth, breakfast area is small, and it's well, there's a lot of people there. Like, that's the thing I hate about like certain hotels and that. Like, it's either you get like a big dining hall but a short amount of bedrooms, or you can get a big amount of bedrooms, a large amount, I mean, and a small dining area. And this is the second one I said. Loads of rooms, small dining area. And I've had a few talk with a few people about this whole kitchen thing, and it turns out there was only like one person working there, just one. It was a black lady, and she was the only person working there. There was another person, but she was at the counter, and she was a white woman with blonde hair. But yeah, so after that, me and my parents went to the comic expo, and tell the truth, it was a bust. So yeah, I personally think that with your nudity and that, if you're a nudist, that's fine. I mean, oh, excuse me, I hiccup there. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is that the moral is that if you're not a nudist and you're naked all over the place, remember to keep your blinds closed. Keep your blinds closed. Because I'm pretty sure a little 4-year-old would not want to see a naked man shining his schlong out the window. I'm pretty sure that would scar that 4-year-old for life. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all I really want to tell. Tell me what is the most weirdest thing that's ever happened to you in your life. Because, personally, that was the weirdest thing that ever happened in my life. But it was also very funny. So yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed that story, and I'll see you guys whenever I get a chance to make another video. Bye!